Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Azeroth Daily for the 23rd of December 2010. My name is Total Biscuit, bringing you your daily dose of WoW news and comment. In the headlines today, if you are in the US, you might be pleased to know that there are yet more free realm transfers available. You might be on one of these realms, so you want to check the list that I've got up right here on the screen. You've got a few source realms as well as a lot more destination realms right there that you can choose from. So if you're on any of those 7 realms, you've got until Thursday, January the 6th, to confirm a transfer off those realms. That is entirely up to you, of course. Just bear in mind that these can potentially close at any time if one of those realms ends up becoming full, so do watch out for that. You might remember there was a contest called Your Fortune Awaits that was launched before Cataclysm, and it was to create a print ad and a video commercial. I did tell you about this on the channel a wee while ago, and as it turns out, the winners have now been chosen for this. We've got some grand prize winners right here. I'm going to put them up on the screen. This is the winner of the print ad contest, so congratulations to him. And what we have here is the winner to the YouTube ad contest, which is in the background. You can view the full YouTube ad video in the link below this video in the description box. Yes, indeed, go and have a look at it. It's well worth doing. So congratulations to those guys, and those entries are absolutely fantastic. DC Comics has released the second of 5 comics called Curse of the Worgen that are, needless to say, about a Worgen and famous detective Halford Ramsey. These comics are being released monthly, and the run will end in March, so get a hold of that. It will cost you $3.99 in the US. As regards to other countries, couldn't tell you, honestly. Check out your local comic store, or indeed, order from the internet. I've heard you can do that now. And with that, it's time for your Daily Blues. The Blues are going away for the holidays, folks, which could make this section a little bit difficult to do over the next few episodes, but hey, we'll figure something out. Whatever the case, happy holidays and indeed happy Christmas to the Blues. And bear in mind, folks, that does not mean you can't get banned from the forums. They still have moderation staff on hand, so don't do anything dumb to get yourself banned. We're also reminded that the customer service is still going to be open over the holidays, so you don't need to worry about that. Blocked by Ragarius saying this will end well. This rather delusional, as far as I'm concerned, mage right here. What's up with this? Is there some lurking anti-First Amendment rube patrolling this forum, or what? First Amendment doesn't apply to private internet forums. God. I swear some people don't even understand their own constitution. And with that, it's time for your daily grind. Yes, finally I get to this one. It's called The Day Deathwing Came, and so many people asked me to do this quest. I had no interest in doing it because I've already done it in the beta, and it's not that great. Visually, it's really entertaining, but in terms of the actual quest mechanics, not so much. I mean, the first quest is annoying as hell. You run up to the walls and it turns you around for no apparent reason, so you end up losing your bearings. The second quest takes too frickin' long, and the third quest is made incredibly annoying by the fact that you hear kissy sounds every 2 frickin' seconds. Oh, man, it's worth doing to experience what people are talking about, but you might be a little bit disappointed with the result. Not exactly the best quest ever, as some people will claim. That one, I believe, belongs to Peacebloom versus Ghouls. And with that, it's time for your weekly feature, and today it is Module WoW. Gonna be having a look at something that's a little bit older here, and I'll probably do more segments on these all-in-one UIs. This one's called Spartan UI. This actually is out of date. It doesn't get updated anymore. The last update, I think, was in February of this year. So it does still work, but it could stop working at any time due to patches and fixes and things like that. The purpose of this mod is to try and clean up your UI and dump everything at the bottom of the screen, which it seems to do fairly well. It integrated my key bindings without any problems. It does use Bartender 4, so if you do use Bartender, it should just take your settings from that. Bear in mind that if you download the old version, be careful not to overwrite your newer Bartender, because Bartender, it does come in the package there. The actual design is nice as far as I can tell, although the ability to change things around is hampered by a lack of menu, so you're forced to use slash commands, which is a little annoying. I also don't particularly like the fact that stuff like pet bars and the mini menu just seem to be crammed under the UI at the top there, and you have to hover over them to pop them out, which would be okay if you didn't see half of them just peeking out there anyway. You'll also need to move your chat window in order to actually use this. Aside from that, it's a very clean UI, and it's good good if you're looking just for something to start you off that requires bare minimum configuration. But again, use at your own risk because it is an old version and it could potentially break at any time. Oh, and I discovered after filming this footage you can actually just type SUI instead of /Spartan UI in order to change settings. And with that, it's time for the mailbox. This one comes in from Tom, who says, I'm a newish player and I'm really interested in the lore. What are your favorite or the best websites to gather lore information from? I've been looking this up and yet I cannot be sure which information is accurate. Right, well, Wowpedia is probably the best place to go, honestly. Usually that's pretty accurate because it's peer-reviewed. So if you put up something, say, like, oh, I don't know, trolls are the best race, then obviously that's going to stay there because that's accurate within the lore. If you put up something like gnomes are the best race, for instance, that's going to be quickly corrected because obviously that's inaccurate, that was made up, that is fallacious and indeed not based on fact. So most of the information you'll find on Wowpedia is accurate. Link is in the description below this video to that website, and you can look up pretty much anything there. I would also recommend a couple of videos over on OMFG Kata's channel. I think at time of recording they've got about 12 episodes of this particular show that's called Lore for Noobs, and that's nicely produced and that's got a lot of cool, accurate information. I would recommend that you go and have a look at that. Link to that show is in the description below this video. This one comes in from Thomas, who says, I've recently left a guild that one of my friends got me into. They are mostly elitists and by default arseholes to any and everyone they come in contact with. However, there are a few decent people in the guild, and the guild itself is rather large and doesn't struggle to get guild leveling each day. Here's my problem. I left the guild because of the seemingly non-stop drama going on in guild, the fights and the trolling, and not the good kind of trolls either. Do I go back to the guild with my tail between my legs and try not to notice the drama, or should I accept another friend's offer to join their more friendly and social guild, which is a lower guild level due to less members? Quality of guildies or the perks of the guild level? Please help me, what should I do? It's blindingly obvious what you should do. You should join the guild that makes you happy. It's not worth those little upgrades to be surrounded by idiots. I keep saying this, it's the same thing I say about pugs. Like, is it worth the points to deal with the morons? Okay, you can't get a group together today, and you don't get your points. Is it worth the points to go through that? The answer is probably no. At the end of the day, you've got limited recreation time. Don't waste it on morons. Just don't do it. Now, I know that obviously the guild perk level is going to be low, but a lot of the really good perks for you as an individual actually come very early on, like the boost to XP, which comes at rank 2, for God's sake. Everyone's got that. We've got the increased mount speed. You get that at rank 3. Rep, you get at rank 4. And you also get another experience boost at rank 6. It doesn't take anything to get to that. The further you go down the list, actually, the more you find out that a lot of this stuff is based around bigger guilds doing a lot of raiding, for instance. You're looking at stuff like increase the number of flasks gained from using a flask cauldron by 100%. You're not going to be using that all the time. It's actually very situational. So the individual benefits you're going to get at very early levels, so you're not really going to miss out on all that much. And even if you do, again, not worth wasting your time with idiots. Quality time, better. Simple as that. Always, every time, if that question ever comes up, you ask yourself this one thing. Are you enjoying yourself? If not, stop it and go and do something else. No point wasting your time. Life is too bloody short. Okay, folks, I'm done for the day. Thank you very much for watching Azeroth Daily. I will attempt to do an episode tomorrow. I know it's Christmas Eve. I'll try and do it. I think I can. I think I might have a couple of hours spare. We'll see. If it doesn't happen, then you know why, and in which case I wish you guys a very Merry Christmas indeed. I'd also like to remind people that the closing date for postcards from Azeroth this week is tomorrow. Go submit them on the Facebook. We're looking for your Christmassy screenshots, and the winner can receive a 60-day WoW time card for their region. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time.